Okay. Hopefully everything is working fine. I just took a quick look on Twitch, and apparently for the last couple of streams, it's been marking my drawing streams as Pokin Sunday. So I guess it just didn't know that. I tried to change the stream last, but apparently it didn't want to work. Hang on, is this... Okay, it's either my headphones or... It's probably my headphones. But... Alright. Alright, yeah, you know, it's fine. Yeah, it's my headphones. Alright. So! Pretty much. I'm here in Click Studio Paint, and I'm going to be more or less finishing off the touches. Background is finished. I've added some stuff to the foreground. And yeah, I'm just going to be drawing, so give me a sec. I haven't opened everything up yet, so let me see. Alright. So I'm gonna draw over the general body, give him more of a color. In order to do that, I'm gonna need... Considering color... I'm gonna go with... Let's see... Where's my eyedropper? This is? Yeah, this is it. Alright, so I'm gonna go with that. Or wait. Probably would be better to go with... Maybe this instead. So I'll go with that for... Alright, let's see here. So we've got red, so that's going to be the color of the more shaded part, the shaded parts away from the light. Don't know how much of the body is going to be erased. We'll see. Okay, so just try a line. All right. Alright. My glove is coming up. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. So, I just got a message. So, earlier today, I sent, just a PNG of a box to people saying Happy Valentine's Day. Just because I didn't know what else to get you, so I got you this box. My friend just goes, a free box? Fuck yeah, I'll take it. Anyway, let's see here. Okay, do I want to... I'll keep off that. Okay. I'll do that. Go. Honestly, this is kind of lower. But I'm gonna play it safe, just in case. Here. Yeah, maybe I... Probably... Honestly, I think I can get away with doing something like this. Okay, so let's go here. Hang on. Solar and larger. There we go. Yeah, no, considering the glow is coming from the light, I think I just bit my tongue. Hold up. Ugh. Blech. Fuck is it? Whatever. Alright. Okay. As I was saying, pretty much considering that the light is coming from the light is hitting off the little edge here and making a glow, probably would be better to make this into the color instead of just... Considering that this is being covered by the hair, I'll leave it alone. And it might do me best to redo that as well. Yeah. Hang on. I'm gonna pull up the sketch I did and then rearrange the frame. Just to check. Yep, this is the frame. Alright, so all I have to do is rearrange it. So let's open up Autodesk and we should be good to go. Also, is it just... Hang on. That shouldn't happen. Yeah, like... Play 2 in 1. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, that is the right one. Okay. I'm confused. Have that. And... so where's the glow? This is the glow? Yep, this is the glow. Alright, so I'm gonna take the eraser. Just that's better. I think that's better, definitely. Alright. So let's do it. Work with that. Anything placed wrong? Okay. Alright, so let's get rid of this, that. That should work. I think it had some problems with Code Studio if I were just to erase it. Probably not, but just to play it safe. Okay. And then we'll just save this as TIFF. And we should be good. Alrighty. Now that light is fixed. Alright, so let's get it back in. Can you see everything correctly? Alright. Let's get everything back in. Alright, so import it. And then get out of the concept art, go to redesign. It should be this one. Oh wait, is this the TIFF file? This might be the TIFF file, not the right one. Alright, so let's get out of that. I might need to read those more correctly. Yep, that's the TIFF file. It should be... Yeah, this is the one. Better. That's better. Okay. So, let's rasterize it. Throw this out. Yes. Alright. That looks a lot better. And I just looked at the extra sketch, so... Oh, shit. I don't want to move it. Oh, it's on object, not pen. Alright. Alright. Just to double check and make sure it looks good so far. Can I just mirror it from here? Duplicate it. There. Okay, edit. Flip. Here we go. I'll finish the full sketch then, before I make any major judgments. So let's see here, color. So we went with this last time, so, right? Just to double check. Yep, so let's go with this. That should work. Alright. For the most part, everything looks fine except for the knee. Alright, let's... Yeah, except for the knees. So maybe, like, pull them out. And it should be a little better. No. It's a little off. Alright. I think that's a little better. On this side, at least. Hmm. You know what? That'll work. I can work with that. Alright. So now I should probably do like more of the body first before I move on to the clothing. So let's see. Okay. Alright. No. Better. Yeah. All right. So that's the line work done pretty much. Now I think I can move on to adding in like clothes and whatnot. Yep. Alright, so probably the first thing I should do is deal with the hair. Or no, I you know, never mind. No, I'm wrong. I should do the face. That's my bad. This is the red? Yep. Alright. Yeah, okay. So, considering the face, I'll probably have to do the jawline. And I think part of this head, and that should be it. Like, that's... I'll add more if I need to, but for right now, I think that'll work. Oh, pen. That's going a little too out. It's going a little, That's perfect. Perfect. Try that again. No. Perfect. Alright. And just tail on just in case. Alright. Now to do the face. It's going to be hard to do the face correctly and have to keep going back and forth, zooming in and out, so let's pull up my avatar. I think I can work with that. Go to a feather. I like this expression, so I think I'll go for it. Okay. So... down... That should work. We'll pull this out of the folder. There. Okay, that's good. Now... I'm questioning what color I should make it, but honestly, it'd probably be best to just do it, like, with just normal black, right? It probably would. You know, at least at first, honestly. I think that's fair. At first, I'll do it in black. If it doesn't, if it feels too flat or it, is too... If it's too flat or too conflicting with the colors I'm going to use and whatnot, I'll switch to a different color. I think that's fair. Alright, so... Let's see. Okay. We'll keep this for line art. So just name it just so I don't forget. Where is it? I can't rename it? That's not right. Oh, there it is. Set it. Click right there. Okay, so line art. Alright. Now our folder. Just title it face. Alright. Since it's going at an angle, and then make this a little more rounder. Okay.
Just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside. When I finally break, tear down all the walls. Is there a way to set me
free? That's a little too upwards. I want to go a little more to the left. I'm thinking here. No. All right. Just looks like 3 lines. Hold up. Let's... Here. No. Okay, that looks a little better. This looks like a robot. This is like some robot smug ass face right here. Yeah. Yeah, that looks normal. But that does look off. No. I want to select. Or, wait. Maybe this could work. No, this is just scale, not distort. I haven't used Quit Studio in a while. Is there a liquidify tool? Maybe that would help me out a lot. This is a blend. Ah, here it is. And I dare. Soft eraser. Not much density. It's good size. Something like that. Now, liquidify. Enough? That looks better. Alright. Okay. So let's do away with some of the trails that from the pencil. Okay. Alright. Although, now that I think about it, maybe it's because... Yeah, maybe it's because it's at an angle? Yeah. Maybe that's why. Actually, I saw this a while back. Just gonna try something. Nah. No bother. I'll work on that when I have it down. Really feel like I almost got it too. Okay. Yeah, that'd work. Actually, no. Forgetting the eyebrows. Okay.
Champagne floating, fingers loose that. Keep your focus away from it, didn't hand tell me that's that sexy. Gonna say what she's got in store for her man. Sowing roll the dice, see what that may fall. Come on, why don't we spin the wheel? See who it may call. Give into temptation.
Feel from a distance.
Who knows what the winds of fate may lead.
That looks nice. Alright. Erase some of the extra details. Alright.
Chandeliers that decorate that. Keep your focus away from it, didn't I tell me? What's the bow tie on the kite guy? Tell you about the
Okay, so I got that down. Now the question is, how am I going to be able to get the hat?
Come on, why don't we spin the wheel? See who it may call. Give into my advice. See what it
Okay, so I think first things first, I need to get my bearings, so... Oh no, it's a race. Yeah, that'll work. No. Okay. Let's have it up here. And it's a little too... That works, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I gotta be able to draw this hat, so... I think first things first, I'm gonna need to get, like, the hat itself before anything else. So I imagine. Actually, wait. Instead of making it like black, let's go with. Honestly, I could work with this. Yeah. Let's use more of a greenish tint than a bluish tint. Yeah, let's go with this. Let's go with this. I like this. Okay, so there, off it goes. And let's see here. Okay. Go in the large spurts. Almost. Mm-mm. Over here. So yeah, this is. Oh. You know, honestly, instead of guessing, delete this. Bring out a shape. Let's see here. Here we go. Oh, shit. Maybe liquefying? Man, that'd help. Yeah, that works. I can work with that. All right. I think this is a good time to call a break, honestly. Yeah, it might be better to call a break and just collect my thoughts, see what I could do. I'll be right back. Alright. So I thought about it. I looked up some templates and whatnot. Hopefully this should make the process of drawing at an angle a little smoother. I usually don't draw hats, so... And then these I'll save for later. Oh, what the fuck am I doing? Alright. Save these for later. Alright. Okay, let's see here. All right, so let's pull out here. Wrong color. There we go. Wait, from that angle, it would just be right to make a triangle. Huh. Alright, look at it. It's basically just simple as making a few triangles. Alright. Yeah. Cool. Alright. So let's put this in position. Less visible. Let's just go for a sketch this time around. I don't know if I want to necessarily commit myself to the color. Alright. Oh! No. There we go. Alright. Probably better to use an ellipses, wouldn't it? Come on. There we go. There we go. Looks a little better now that that shape's out of the way. But I do think it could stand much a little closer. Drag this out. That looks pretty close, honestly. I'm not going for perfection, but yeah. Okay. Now for this, I think I want to do arches. So, yeah. Oh wait, this isn't like the vector tool.
likely to stab you than to fight beside you if you go against it. The right hue could provide you pride.
No, go back.
People trying to stop your reign.
I guess I can't go back. Fine. Alright.
Painting me black might make it feel like it's still your domain, and you can gas yourself up in order to justify your gain. But I'll explain something. You blacken the ones you're shunning, but black just makes it hard to see your retribution coming. It's shameful. This impasse turned to disaster, but poor is the pupil that doesn't surpass his master. Even poor is the master that inhibits his pupils and limits the youthful, abusing their prime, even if small. Even poor is the person regarded sublime and all for those secrets of our time and
Alright, give me a sec.
his canvas always made it to be blank, and for all that, you have a woman to thank.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, this is taking forever. Okay. Oh, you fucking with me. Come on. I was already logged in here. Damn it. There we go. Authorize, yes. Okay, now I can show it. So. sec. Where is it? There it is. Okay, try speaking now. Can you try speaking up? I still can't hear you. Fuck. Is it something specific? Oh, okay. I can hear you. It's just the volume was way too low. Give me a sec. Alright, try speaking now. Yeah, okay. I hear you.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh god, I'm getting an echo in the stream now.
Yeah, I would mute that. Give me a sec. Alright. Oh, I gotta see this to make sure it works. No. Oh, wait, shit. No, it's browser.
Wait, I think I hear you through the stream, but not through Discord.
Oh, really? Shit. Alright, give me a sec.
I'm having that delay.
No. Okay, yeah, okay, so yours is up here. Let me zoom that down. And for the sake of making sure that no one can see my Discord. There we go. Okay, so... Alright. Okay, so just check. Can you hear me now?
All right, I'm gonna. Oh, stream's buffering. All right, I'm gonna mute the stream on my end. Wait, say something again.
Can you hear me now?
Hello?
Yeah. Can you? Is this
Yeah, I think it's still only through the stream.
really? Huh. Okay. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute, I heard an echo.
Okay. Is this working?
Yours volume is normal on my end. There's no muting. Nope.
Okay, so mine is set up fine. Like my setup and everything is set up fine, but for whatever
I see on Discord, I see your icon whenever you're talking. There's like that green ring around your profile picture, but nothing's coming in through the speaker.
Huh.
I'm gonna check something else real quick.
Yeah, because I have it set up. I have it set up perfectly fine. So maybe I don't know. Maybe it's on your end. I don't know. This computer I'm using is not the usual one I use. It's just for drawing, but it's kind of old.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. It was on my end. Sorry.
Okay. 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 So.
I was thinking, oh yeah, my computer seems to have everything set to my mic, but I didn't stop to check to make sure that Discord did. Because for some reason it is wanting to be stingy about how often it wants to keep my settings or just reset to defaults.
I see.
Oh man, I'm having to play micromanagement a little bit in Pokemon TCG Online. I'm from what I'm understanding, that's going to be ending on the last day of February, and everything's going to be officially going full version for Pokemon TCG Live. So if I want all my stuff to transfer, I'm going to have to get everything in order on the TCG Online first.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Heart Gold Soul Silver expansion isn't going to be playable in the TCG Live. It's basically just going to be Black and White series onward. But Black and White and X and Y series cards aren't going to be available for play right away. That's going to come back in an update, but I can get the cards early if I already had them in TCG Online. But it's a one-way trip, so it's like once you transfer your Pokemon TCG Online stuff to Live, it can't go back.
Okay.
And I have a lot of coins that I've accumulated over the years from playing and just logging in and never really spending them all that much. So now seems like a good time to buy a bunch of packs.
Alright. Yeah, I just double checked everything, make sure it looked fine. Yeah, everything is working perfectly fine, even though it looks like shit.
Well, it's always a work in progress.
If this was on my other computer, which is if this is on our computer, which I got like 2 years ago or something, this would have handled it fine. But this is like a computer I've had since I was like 18.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm 23 now, so it's really getting old, but it still works.
That's kind of how my current computer is. Like, it's functional. It can do a lot of the normal everyday stuff just fine, like including Discord and whatnot, but I got this computer in 2018, and it was a computer on Kagado's recommendation. It was a budget PC that had good specs, but it wasn't like top of the line. It was basically cheaper because it was top of the line from a previous generation of custom PCs. Yeah. So like, it's got like a whatever like the highest quality version of like a Core i5 processor was. It had like, I want to say 8 gigs of RAM, which I've since added another 16. But it was like, I like I can't even download Windows 11, even though I don't really want to add Windows 11. But you know, it can't even run that.
My
I feel like
my computer I usually use can, like, it gives me like a notification that says, "Hey, you're ready to install the Windows 11." And I'm just like, "Nah, that's how I get a computer that acts like shit."
yeah, it's like no, that's okay. I'd like to own the stuff on my computer, thanks.
My brother gave me like a hand-me-down computer that was it was initially like a Windows 7 computer that got forcibly updated to Windows 10.
Oh yeah, I remember. I don't remember if it always forced, but I remember for a long time it was like if you had a Windows 7 or Windows 8 PC, you were automatically qualified to get a free update to Windows 10 because they wanted you up to date with the newest system. So like you would basically be like an ambassador to getting Windows 10 on an older computer if it could handle it.
I would really love to get like a working hard drive with Windows 10 or 11, but it's just like I have the hard drive and I have the computer. I just for whatever reason it does not want to load an OS.
Have you tried doing a virtual Windows where it's like you basically run one operating system inside of another operating system?
I've tried that with Linux, and it's not gone smoothly.
I haven't done it in a long time, but I remember a buddy of mine when we were in college, we learned how to do that. We had Windows 98 and Windows XP running in Windows 7.
Hmm. You know, like, because here's the thing is I have like a fully functional like PC that got a virus attack back in like I want to say like 2017, 2018. So I've ditched the hard drive and everything because I couldn't fix it. And I got a new one and everything. Like I got a better hard drive, but it's just like I need to figure out a better way to get like a new Windows operating software. Because I've tried looking for like discs and like on Amazon and whatnot, and people just say no, don't get the disc. It's just a fucking scam.
So I take it you're drawing a Persona character?
No, but you're not too far, Oh shit, I think it just crashed. Or wait. Nope! Thankfully. No, but, you're not too far off. So, this is, my new character. Like, my redesign. And...
it's just like a similar outfit.
Kind of, basically. It's just, the hat is definitely from, like, I just took that from Naoto Shirogane. And I decided to go with it. Like, if you want to see the full artwork without, like, all the references and whatnot in the way, give me a sec. Like, this is, what I'm working on. I'm almost done with it, too.
Oh. So you're drawing them relaxing on the side there?
Yeah. I got a better idea. Let's see here. Where is it?
remember there was a time. I'm not sure if it's still like a free product anymore, but there used to be a drawing program that they had us learn how to use in college because it was also a good Photoshop tool.
Mm-hmm.
It was like it had like a panda as the mascot.
I'm not sure. The only thing I can think of that comes to mind is like Paint Tool Psy, but that's that costs money.
Yeah, like that was like when I was like very early college back in 2011. So like, I think that's probably been no longer a free service for a while.
Yeah, like the one free software I do have that I'm pretty sure you can still download. I might be wrong on this because it's been a while. Is Autodesk Sketchbook. Like, I pretty much, for a vast majority of my digital art styling and whatnot, I have been using Autodesk Sketchbook, and it has gotten me quite far with what I need to do. Only recently did I start to transition from that to doing more of finishing touches and everything on my work in Clip Studio.
So it's like a lot of the basic features that you absolutely need are on the free software, but then extra touches are on one of the more paid sites.
Yeah, more or less. Like, there's like for one, like Clip Studio has like its own like, it's kind of similar to like Steam with the Workshop, where it's just like a lot of people will create like their own brushes and everything, and you can just download them for free.
Huh.
As for like Sketchbook, you can still like download like packs and whatnot for like brushes and everything, but for the most part, it's pretty much just like, here's an assortment of tools. There you go. Like, and even though I say, you know, it's like, even though it is sort of free, like, the amount of work I've been able to do on it is just been incredible. Because, like, it's just, it has some really great brushes, but mainly it's all on towards the skill of how I use this.
Oh, by the way, I haven't logged in to Yu-Gi-Oh yet, but have you been keeping up with whatever's been going on with the 1 year anniversary?
Not too much. I have sort of been on a grind with Yu-Gi-Oh, like mainly just keeping up with building decks and everything. I know about the first year anniversary, but it's like I haven't really participated in anything.
I'm willing to bet it's like, oh yeah, sure, let's have like this big old celebration, log in, get like special bonuses and stuff like that. I'm starting to see that Pokemon TCG Live, because I downloaded the beta, I just haven't transferred anything. But looking at the beta, it seems like they're following models like Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel in how they approach the card game, because it's, even though it's called the trading card game, you can't trade cards in the app. But it seems like they're giving you currency towards just outright getting cards, which is appreciated. Because Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, their perk was, oh, you bought a real-life booster pack or a booster box. All of the codes can be used to actually unlock card packs in online.
Yeah.
And I think they got a similar format with the live service, but I'm not 100% sure yet. But at the same time, it's like, oh, since you can't trade, we just make you a currency for you to just exchange for individual cards. Thankfully, they let me skip the tutorial on how to learn to play the game. I've been playing this game for over 20 years. I have a basic understanding.
Finally, Game Freak is finally making some changes. I really wish it went down that route where it's just like it instead of it, like more down the line of like if you've been playing this game for more than like a generation, do you say like, do you know how to play the game? Do you need the tutorial? I mean, I get on one hand, like, you know, it works as just like if this is your first time playing Yu-Gi-Oh, here's how everything works. But at the same time, like, I'm pretty sure they know. Like, they have a vast multitude of fans about, like, at pretty much almost every age. So, it should make sense to incorporate a, hey, do you want to learn how to play, or do you know how to play?
I almost ended up pulling a mulligan, but I drew at least one basic card. But my opponent pulled a mulligan, so I get to draw another card. Well, that's cute. They got Squirtle as their card sleeves. That's one thing that I like about both online and live is that they like for a long time they've been able to do card sleeves and deck boxes and stuff.
Hmm.
Currently doing a test run in the live beta. It's like you can get the app, but you can't download it straight from the store. It only pops up in the store after you go through a link in the online website.
Ah, okay.
But now that we know that March 1st is when the official launch of the game goes live, which means they'll finally fix some of the bugs with the beta. But that also means I gotta transfer all my stuff within like the next week or two. Wait, that card's a basic card? It's not even an EX. Oh, that's a cool card. Radiant Greninja. It's just a shiny Greninja that's a straight up basic card rather than having to evolve from Proki. Don't have anything I can do. I guess I'll just end my turn. Anything major that I can use? Screw it, I'm just reshuffling the hands. There we go. Basic energy card.
Hmm.
Cheeky fuck. Apparently they added air balloon as an item card in the TCG, and it basically gives you a free retreat cost.
Huh.
Damn, I am getting bodied. I unfortunately wasn't able to get my setup. I'm just using the very beginner tutorial deck, so I'm getting absolutely bodied right now.
Look, you can't pull Takahata, alright? I think that's a one and done type deal.
This Wailord has 200 HP, and it's using Special Wave. It does 120 damage, plus 120 more if the opponent has any special energy attached to it. Or no, if that Pokemon has it. Okay. It does. It has one special energy attached to it, so it's always going to be doing 240 damage. Well, guess that's a wrap. I'll just play random cards to complete my prerequisites for other cards and whatnot. So, like, you get rewards. Play this, and you'll get some points and stuff like that. Alright, I'm gonna use the boss's orders. I'm gonna swap that, like, fucker out for that frost moth that thought it could get away. kind of funny. I know I've already lost the match, but at the same time, it's like, because you have to, like, in order to do, like, your dailies or your battle pass stuff,
Mm-hmm.
it highly encourages you to stall just to get your dailies and stuff out of the way.
Oh, wow.
Because it's like, oh, you know you pretty much lost, but if you can pull off placing an item card or a tool card on your Pokemon or energy on your Pokemon or managing to use a support card in a specific way to meet your dailies and whatnot. So it's just like, oh yeah, just keep playing, you never know. But then again, I guess it could be a good way to encourage people to not just give up.
I mean, I guess that's one thing I could criticize. I honestly do criticize about Master Duel is that, like, some people, whenever I go in, it will just spend like 30 minutes on turn 2 pulling out everything. And it's just like, there's no real reward other than the fact of them being able to stop me. So I'm just like, what do I get for just taking the L?
Yeah, I know this thing's not going to survive the next turn, but at least pulling off the maneuvers might get me some more dailies. Oh no, my favorite is, you're in a ranked match in Master Duel, and, you know, you haven't exactly been having a good streak.
Mm-hmm.
And then the match starts, and you're waiting like 3 to 5 minutes. Nothing's happening. Your opponent hasn't done anything. And then you just win the duel.
I haven't really taken a shot at ranked yet, but I have been in casual a lot, just playing around with my 6 Samurai deck, and 9 out of 10 times it will just be like, whether or not I go first or second, if I pull out my Synchro, they usually just give up because my Synchro Shen allows me to negate the activation of a spell or trap card. And usually they use it to pull out more and more stuff, and I just say, yeah, fuck that, I'm negating that, and then they just give up.
I think I have an idea of how the live service works so far. I'm going to go ahead and take a break. My phone's kind of getting heated up from that app.
Hmm.
Oh, I've noticed that not everybody has thought of this, but it's also becoming a slow, like hype train online. You know how they've announced on Nintendo Switch Online Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games, right?
Yes.
Well, we already had Game Boy games as like the big thing in the Virtual Console on 3DS, which is ending on March 31st, I believe. And we just got Game Boy Advance and Nintendo Switch Online as well. Since the Virtual Console is going to be ending on 3DS, so anyone who doesn't already have it won't be able to get it. One people's theory with Pokemon Day coming up is that they're going to announce like mainline Pokemon titles for Nintendo Switch Online for at least Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. Which would make sense considering, one, we're getting Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 on Nintendo Switch Online. That was confirmed way before the Game Boy games got announced. And two, people are like already on that hype train from the latest Japanese trailer for Nintendo Switch Online on the Japanese YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Because there's been a disclaimer in both the English and Japanese versions for the announcement for Stadium 1 and 2 that the original games are not compatible with the Nintendo Switch Online version of Stadiums 1 and 2. However, in the Japanese video with the latest update for Nintendo Switch Online, when it shows Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, it conveniently doesn't have that disclaimer anymore. It's all but confirmed at this point. Like, it wouldn't be a surprise if Pokemon Day just announced, oh yeah, by the way, we're putting a bunch of old Pokemon games on the Nintendo Switch Online service, which would certainly help with both regular Switch Online, because Game Boy, I believe, is on the basic package, and then the expansion pass, having the Game Boy Advance Pokemon games certainly would help. Also, if we could please get Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire back, that would be great.
I'm still rooting for a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky and Time remaster, or just a port.
I have a feeling if they're not going to do what they did with the original Red and Blue Rescue Team, they're probably going to eventually announce, oh yeah, DS games coming to Nintendo Switch Online. That wouldn't surprise me. I just feel like we kind of got cheated because of, Nintendo kind of cheapened out on how they made the Wii U, and the Wii U didn't get the support it needed. But the Wii U was the best way to play DS games on home console.
Yeah.
Like, you literally... think about it like this. Your TV was the top screen, and your Wii U game tablet was the bottom screen.
Yeah.
You can't really do that any way else besides having to buy a separate accessory that Nintendo would have to go out of their way to make, which is not likely to happen, even though they're known for their gimmicks. Also, I found it kind of weird. They had, for the Game Boy games, Super Mario Land 2 and Wario Land 3. No Super Mario Land 1, no Wario Land, which is kind of weird because I remember in the West they tried to make it sound like, oh yeah, Wario Land is Super Mario Land 3, Wario Land. Same way they did the same thing with Yoshi's Island being Super Mario World 2.
Yeah.
Like, it's not really a sequel to that game series. It's just a way of getting people hyped to play the new game that doesn't have the same gameplay mechanics. But either way, I'm excited for the idea of mainline Pokemon titles being on Nintendo Switch Online, because that would definitely help to preserve a easy access way to play the older games. And you've got to think that if they do that, it's going to have home integration. It can't just be its own little isolated ecosystem, because that would definitely, shoot themselves in the foot, although Nintendo's known for doing that too, so I can't get my hopes up too high.
Yeah.
But since they've gone so gung-ho on these paid services ever since Pokemon Bank and now with Pokemon Home, it's like, you gotta expect that they're gonna let you, transfer the stuff, because what would the point of having Pokemon Home be if not to have a hub to put all of your Pokemon into to transfer into future titles? Also, with just the Game Boy Advance alone, we could potentially have Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Violet, and Leaf Green. But with the ever-looming idea that we could eventually get GameCube titles, since we have Stadium 1 and 2, there is a fair possibility that we could also potentially, somewhere down the road, have all of Gen 3 games in one console.
Interesting.
Because Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness wouldn't be out of the woodworks there. That would also mean that the online price for the physical copies on eBay would plummet. Because, people have access to it. I remember that happened with Katamari Damacy. The OG Katamari Damacy on PS2 used to be a decent price online, but then after Reroll came out, I got it for $15 at a retro game store.
Damn.
Yeah. There's a fine line with how much a collector's value game is relative to whether or not people want to play it. There are some games that naturally just get more expensive because they're rare to find and they were kind of a hidden gem that people didn't know about. But with modern emulation and whatnot, they could probably play it. But, if you want that legit, official experience of playing the OG game on the original console, it gets pretty enticing. But then when there's a way to play it on a modern console and there's no drawbacks, plus potential extra content, it kind of, lowers the value of the original version for the play value, and you only have the collector's value. And so only the hardcore collectors want to have it. And I'm seeing that writing on the wall for a lot of like 2000s era gaming, including the Japanese copies of games, because even Japanese copies of games are starting to go up in price for some of them. So I've kind of been like, if I wanted a Japanese copy of some of my favorite games, now's the time to get them, especially while the yen's currently so low. I can buy stuff for pretty cheap at big bundle prices.
Mm-hmm.
I remember a couple years ago, I went out of my way to get all of the old school Monster Hunter games up to Monster Hunter World. I've got Japanese copies of everything, including spin-off titles. I got myself, since I know it's a pipe dream of getting an official copy of Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire for GameCube, which I also hope they would eventually release on Nintendo Switch Online. Basically, it was like a box service, kind of like, think Pokemon Home, but you just put your Pokemon on a memory card on GameCube.
So kind of like, so, like, in my perspective, that would be kind of like what Midnight Club did for a while, because, like, Midnight Club, back on the PS2, if you had, like, save data for Midnight Club, and you went over to someone else's house, you could basically just load your own cards on their PS2.
Yeah, about kind of like that. It had extra bonuses and perks for doing so as well. Like, you could, like, if you deposited X number of Pokemon, you could get a special item or a special Pokemon. One of the Pokemon was a shiny Zigzagoon. And I think if you deposited, I think you could put up to like, 2 to 3,000 Pokemon. So if you put up to just before the maximum number, you could get a Mew, if I'm correct about that one. I know Pokemon Ranch did that on the Wii. I also recently got a hold of the Vita versions of the Digimon games that came out in
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was kind of like, you know what? I kind of want the Vita versions. I want a small Vita collection, even if it means getting Japanese copies, since there are a lot more games for the Vita in Japan than there were in the West.
Yeah.
And just for shits and giggles, I kind of wanted to get at least the Western version of Jak and Daxter collection, even though that is notoriously the worst port of the Jak and Daxter collection ever. Like, it's hella bit crunch, the game doesn't want to work properly, and frame rates go up the wazoo. It's basically like a Vita port of the PS3 collection.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work well. But since I'm buying it secondhand, it feels less like I was supporting that thing. But it is expensive online, because apparently I'm not the only one that wanted to just have it for novelty's sake amongst the Jak and Daxter fans.
Yeah, I understand that. I have the Vita version, and, like, I played the Vita version, honestly, and my main complaint is just how the Vita is designed, because it has, like, a giant fucking-ass touchpad in the back, and that's not necessarily a problem, except for the fact that your hands constantly cover it, and half the time, like, because if you want to transform into Light Jak or Dark Jak in Jak 3, for instance, you have to press one side of the touchpad. So, like, touch left, it's Light Jak, touch the right, it's Dark Jak. If your hands cover, you just automatically turn into that state.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's, like, that's the one major complaint about the Vita. Like, technology-wise, like, and concept-wise, it's really innovative. Because it's, like, I've said this before, it's literally a second PS4 controller. Because it can connect to the PS4 and play PS4 games with other people. Like, that's amazing. But in practice, it really leaves much to be desired.
Yeah, spec-wise, like, even for the fact that it was a console that released in, I think, 2012, if I remember correctly?
Something around there. It was definitely around, like, the end of the PS3 and around the rise of the PS4.
I still think if they had tried to support it enough and had some decent games and whatnot on there, it could have still been, like, chugging along there fighting against Nintendo, even though it definitely wouldn't win, but, like, it was a pretty big handheld in Japan. Yeah. I have a PlayStation TV, though, so I don't have those issues. I can just play it on the TV. Although I will say, playing PSP games on PlayStation TV can be hella awkward.
Yeah, it is. And some games just on the PSP don't necessarily age well too much in terms of gameplay. Like, I have the PSP version of Midnight Club 3. And, yeah, it's, I can't tell what the fuck is happening in the grand scheme of things. Like, it was much better on the PS2 because I could very much see what I'm doing and everything. But on the PSP, that little tiny screen, yeah, playing during the night and trying to race when you're, like, moving out of control and everything, yeah, that seems like a great game to add on to the Vita.
I actually have all 3 of the Shin Budokai games from the Dragon Ball Z series.
Oh, nice.
And I say 3. I confuse people sometimes who are in the know about how many games are on the PSP for that. They're like, don't you mean 2? I'm like, no, I mean 3. I have Shin Budokai. I have Shin Budokai Another Road.
Mm-hmm.
And I have Dragon Ball Evolution. Like, seriously, have you ever played Dragon Ball Evolution on the PSP?
Yeah, you know what? Because I know what you're saying, and I don't deny it. Like, Dragon Ball Evolution as a game, pretty fun. Movie and story, yeah.
That's the funny thing, though. Because of how ridiculous the movie is, it makes Dragon Ball Evolution, the game, all the more goofy, but surprisingly all the more fun. It kind of makes me think of, like, playing, like, the Street Fighter, the movie games.
Oh, I forgot about those.
Quick, someone change the channel.
Oh, man. I had, like, a bit of nostalgia reality check the other day, because I got back to, I got back on my Vita, and I got back on my PSP, because I was intending to jailbreak my Vita, which I successfully did. And I got, like, a bunch of games on it, like Jet Set Radio and everything. But I also got back on, like, my PSP and everything. And I was playing some of my old fighting games. Like, I have, like, you're aware of, like, the Bleach Japanese-only games, right?
Familiar with Japan having Japanese-only games of a lot of anime stuff. I think I know a couple ones from Bleach.
Yeah, there's a large series of it that is similar to, well, a vast majority of anime games. It's called Heat the Soul. And, I remember playing it, and I remember, like, oh man, this is awesome. It was made by the same people, I think, who also made, like, that Naruto Dragon Wii game. Like...
Naruto Dragon?
Naruto, like, Dragon Chronicles. Like, it was like that. It was a very, like, piss-poor, spin-off game.
Oh, RPG.
Sorta, yeah. It was made by the people, like, I think their name is, like, 8ing. I'm not too sure, but I tried playing the games, and they're very, like, clunky, slow, and the hitboxes are very iffy and whatnot. Like, I had some other games by them, like, they had, like, a Fate Stay Night game I played, and it was just, like, it felt the same.
I haven't tried too many of the Bleach games, but I do have the one on the Wii. I did see one that was apparently like a hidden gem at a retro store. I kind of wish I had ended up just buying it. But it was like a PS3 Bleach game.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, you know, it's an anime game, you know, like, it could be expensive, but since it's not something that's on my radar that I'm familiar with, the chances are it's probably something that's really cheap, which usually my instincts are right on that, because even if I'm not familiar with a game series, if I haven't heard of it, chances are, like, it's just a lot of people don't really talk about it.
Yeah.
But I was wrong this time. I was very wrong. That game was damn near $70 fucking. I was like, you know what? I'll just put it back on the shelf. But in hindsight, I kind of wish I had just gotten it, because I'm just like, I could have fun. I don't remember 100%, but if I recall, it was, I think it was like a Warriors game.
Like a Koei Tecmo style game?
I think so. It might have been a Koei Tecmo game, because they make a bunch of, like, Dynasty Warriors crossover.
Oh yeah, like, when it comes to, like, what I like to call swarm fighters, they really know their shit.
You know, I actually kind of find it funny. A lot of people probably don't have this in their collection, but I have both of the 3DS Dynasty Warriors games. It was the Hyrule Warriors and Fire Emblem Warriors.
Oh, I've heard of those. How are they?
Yeah. I never actually opened the Fire Emblem Warriors for 3DS because I have the Switch version as well, but I did play a little bit into the Hyrule Warriors on 3DS. It's fun, it works, it's just kind of awkward because a lot of the enemies are kind of in like 15 frames per second or less.
Yeah, I've had that problem with some of the older Dynasty Warriors games. Like, one of my favorite games is Empires. But yeah, if there are too many enemies cluttering the screen, oh man, does the frame rate just drop.
The closest enemies don't have nearly as bad of a problem, but it's just like, to try to like save on, like, sit on space and whatnot, it's just trying to like keep it from chugging. But it can work fine since it's using like lower polygon models and all that stuff. Like you can tell it's lesser models. It's just it works on the 3DS screen because it's a smaller screen in general. But it's like you can have fun with it. Like, don't get me wrong. It's just with the Wii U and especially now with the Switch version, it's like you might as well just have that. But for the novelty of your collection, or if you want to just really have that handheld experience, kind of like Smash Brothers 3DS these days. If you want to have that like old school style handheld before they were trying to make, consoles that were also handhelds.
Yeah.
Playing it on the 3DS was kind of fun. I also remember something pretty cool because I believe it's like if you linked your or if you registered both Hyrule Warriors on Wii U when that first came out, and you registered Hyrule Warriors on 3DS. You would get a link code that would allow you to download extra content on the Wii U version of the game. You wouldn't get any of the story, but you would basically get levels. So, like, you could send all of the warriors that you could only play on, or like you could play with, like, I think a couple of the warriors and the and some of the maps from the 3DS, which should be able to be playable on the Wii U, like you were playing in the extra mode, where you're just doing it for like the different rewards for completing it in this amount of time, or not letting certain like obstacles get in your way, or different bases getting taken over before you get to the end of the mission.
Yeah. Oh man, I do have one game that I actually had to find out later on. Actually, is like, I checked more recently. It's about like $200-300 nowadays. It is I actually managed to get like a pretty cheap copy of Driver San Francisco, which has officially been stopped supported by Ubisoft due to licensing.
Oh damn.
Yeah, there's a lot of copyrighted music in there, and like, I don't think that the game did poorly, but the game didn't do like GTA 5 levels of success, to where they had to look at like, whether or not they wanted to keep supporting the game and the licensed music. So they just kind of gave up and didn't bother. They stopped supporting the game, and so it's gone up in price. So I could, if I really wanted to, I could make a quick buck off of selling Driver San Francisco.
How I feel too. Like, I have a lot of games in my collection these days that are like, I don't ever plan on actually selling them. What if I was in a pinch? I have a pretty penny collection.
Like, speaking of, I have a more or less a working copy of Intelligent Cube, a PS1 game. Like, that game, you can check how much Intelligent Cube for the PS1 goes for today. Like, I've had that since I was a kid, and it's over, like, 23 years from then. Like, I remember more recently I went to go get it refurbished.
Ooh, actually, I just looked it up. I decided to look up Shin Budokai on eBay.
Yeah.
I can get a copy of Shin Budokai, like the Japanese versions of Shin Budokai and Shin Budokai 2. Shin Budokai 1's going for $11.90 with free shipping, and Shin Budokai 2 is going for $18 with free shipping.
Huh.
And there's like 10 watchers on the Shin Budokai 2. I'm almost tempted to just snag it.
I don't remember how much I bought it for, but I did buy a kind of a vintage 3DS off of eBay. It was back when Pokemon X and Y were big, and they were selling special edition 3DSs. I bought it for like under $200, I think.
I want to get my hands on a new 2DS XL. Because while I don't I don't hate the 3D. I want to have one that has the clearer picture quality without the 3D. Because I remember they had to compromise some of the resolution for the screen with the 3D, even if the 3D was off, because of the way the screens had to work. So I've heard that the graphics are a little bit better on 2DS XLs. Oh, Tenkaichi Tag Team! I completely forgot about that.
Oh my god, that was... Tag team games back in the day were the shit. I personally think they still are. Like, if I had a functioning PS2, I would absolutely be looking for copies of Tekken Tag Tournament. Are you kidding me?
Oh, see, here's the thing. In you played the Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi games, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how it worked was you were basically playing Tenkaichi 3 on the PSP. However, it was double battles. Two opponents versus two opponents. So if you were playing like single player campaign, it'd be you and a computer AI fighting two other computers. However, it also, like, the story ended in the Boo arc, because it was basically, it didn't really show it on the game packaging, but this was during the early Kai era.
So like, mid-2000s?
No, this was the 2010s.
2010s, really? How far how far did Kai go? Like, I thought
Dragon Ball Z Kai ended in the Boo saga in Japan, and it ended in the Cell saga in the West, I think.
Like, I remember, like, they also did Kai for Boo as well, but they had to make, like, a separate season.
Oh, okay. I remember. I distinctly remember it ended for Cell for a long time, but I'd heard.
Yeah,
Japan
I think the original run of Dragon Ball Z Kai went up to from Saiyans to Cell, but they had to make like another season for the sake of Boo.
Ooh, I could get all three for the bundle price. How much is what I got? Yeah, I'll buy the bundle instead. I wonder, though, before I go to make my purchase, I want to see if they made a Japanese port for Dragon Ball Evolution on PSP. I actually remember getting an American port of Ultimate Battle 22 back in like the mid 2010s. I found it on eBay. A seller was selling them for like under $8 a pop. I kind of wish I had gotten multiple, because now those things go for fucking bonkers online.
Jeez. I forget. Didn't you say you once had like a Japanese copy of Kingdom Hearts? Or
I have both Birth by Sleep and Birth by Sleep Final Mix on PSP Japanese.
Yeah.
I have all of the PS2 games Japanese. I'm thinking about getting a box collection for Chain of Memories, which totally would be stoked if Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories released on Nintendo Switch Online, just saying. Because people seem to forget that one exists. Holy shit!
What?
Okay, I did not pay this much for the American version, but there is a Japanese version of Dragon Ball Evolution, the game. You know how much it's going for? $42 average.
Oh. That's... Jeez.
What?
I mean, that's still in my price range, but still.
The PAL version's $22.49. Okay, the American version's about what I paid for, between $10 to $13. Okay. Wait. Somebody's got a bundle that seems too good to be true here. Okay, they have... Yeah, these are all Japanese versions. The bundle comes with Dragon Ball Evolution, Fairy Tail Portable Guild, and Romance Dawn. That's a One Piece game.
Did you ever play the Koei Tecmo Fairy Tail game?
I've never actually played any Fairy Tail games.
Nah, same. But there is one moment I loved from it, which is it's a recreation of the series where there's a pretty funny moment where it's just like Happy draws a heart and then crosses it out and shows Urza just smirking his ass off, and Urza absolutely kicks him into fucking space. Now Koei Tecmo redid this, and they had just Urza get a running start and just yeet him out.
I haven't seen Fairy Tail in so long. I fell off that anime pretty hard.
I don't blame you with how it like structured its battles and everything. Like it became very like I still think, you know, Hiroshima, he knows how to write every now and then. Like he knows how to write a good scene, but when it comes to a story as a whole and understanding like shonen battle and everything, he's kind of unoriginal when it comes to it, because it's very much just like Natsu and the gang are having a trouble against this one guy who's just bad and powerful and everything, and then they just get through it with the power of friendship.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Like, I watched... I forget when the arcs happened, but I remember I was watching when there was, like, this little girl with, like, a wind theme going on.
Oh, Wendy.
Okay, it was Wendy.
Yeah, did she have, like, little blue hairs and cat?
Yeah, she had a cat that Happy was falling head over heels for.
Yeah, that's Wendy.
It's kind of weird, though, because I remember, like, for a while, Fairy Tail was, like, the next Dragon Ball, Naruto, or Bleach. It was, like, a rising star anime. It was going so well, and then just, at some point, it was almost, like, a unanimous drop-off of so many people watching it. I
probably can attest to that, because it's like, I think I can pinpoint when it happened specifically, and I think it's after the ending of, like, the 2014 series, and they decided to do the final season. Because it started off to be off, like, you know, oh, let's go find the rest of Fairy Tail and everybody, and, like, less than 5 episodes, I think, they found everybody. So it's just like, where do you go from there? And then it's just like, I don't know. It's just like later chapters, it like really show it's like Hiroshima has this like habit of like putting main characters and whatnot in very dangerous situations, but then having them be saved at the last minute. Like I lost track of how many times Lucy has been captured and damn near tortured, but saved by Natsu or somebody else. Like, that's not even, like, paraphrasing or anything. Like, that happens. Like, I think one of the biggest examples of, like, how piss poor some of the pacing and whatnot in Fairy Tail can be, or just repetitive, even, is, like, the film they did, like, Dragon Cry, which they advertised, like, you know, Natsu becoming a dragon. Lucy gets captured in the span of, like, 30 minutes constantly, and gets saved by Natsu almost immediately. Like, they don't even build to it or anything. It just happens.
Yeah, it's like even strong characters end up having to be the damsel in distress for Natsu to end up saving the day with. That was kind of the feeling I was getting.
Yeah.
Like this character is like the Vegeta/Piccolo character of the show, but even they're put in this position where they just kind of like have to wait for Goku. Sorry, Natsu to get there.
I mean... Because here's the thing, when it comes to his writing, if he wants to make like a gag series, and I will admit a very lewd gag series and everything, he can make it pretty funny. But if he wants to like make a legitimately, decently paced and decently written shonen battle series, yeah, he probably should hand off like the writing and everything to someone else, honestly.
Okay, I'm seeing a Japanese game called Bleach Heat the Soul for PlayStation Portable.
Yeah, there's I think like 7 to 8 copies of, or 7 to 8 sequels.
Oh wow, that's a lot of sequels.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm already seeing there's a second one.
Yep.
Oh wow. Toy Story 3 has gone down in price drastically. Holy crap.
What happened?
It's available on PlayStation 5.
Oh, okay. That explains it.
Yeah, you could like I think with like one of the different tiers of PlayStation Plus subscription, you can play some of the older PlayStation 2 games.
Oh.
And that's one of them. And I think it's one of the ones that you don't have to stream too, so you can just play it.
Oh, wow.
Like download it to your console and play it. And I think what it was is Disney was kind of doing this thing with Sony where they were porting some of their older Toy Story games, but they were like updating them with graphics the same way. Like remember how there used to be the PlayStation Classics version of Final Fantasy VII, which was just a straight up emulation of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
And then PS4 got the HD release of the same game, but it had, like, all of the graphics and resolution were updated to make it look better.
Yeah.
That's basically what they did with games like Toy Story 2 for PlayStation 1. I have that game downloaded for free because I'm on like the higher tier of PlayStation Plus. But like you can get it for pretty cheap on there now too. So thankfully that's not a stream game. But yeah, like Toy Story 3 went anywhere between like $65 to $85 depending on the quality of the game. Now it's $15 a pop. Holy
Jeez.
crap. Fender. I can get them for $13.49 a piece. Like Jesus. That is sad. Like it shows you how much of it was just wanting to be able to play the game legitly versus how much of the collector's value is actually there.
Yeah.
However, Toy Story 2 for PS1 is going for $27-ish. Oh yeah, they had a PlayStation 3 version of Toy Story 3 as well, and that's only $20 now. Wait, Finding Nemo the game is $25. Damn. Yeah, if I really wanted to, I could get I could get 6 of these PSP games for just $70. Which isn't too bad. Like it's a pretty penny on the table, but like that's like just a little over $10 a piece. I could stand not getting that other bundle just because of the... Oh, wait. bundle did I get? This one's $44.97 with free shipping, and this one's $40 with free shipping. Yep, comes with Shin Budokai's 1, 2, and 3, and Tenkaichi Tag Team. That's kind of a weird thing. Shin Budokai is kind of like a altered version of the Budokai games, and then Tenkaichi Tag Team is a altered version of the Tenkaichi games. It was kind of funny though. In the heyday, if you were dealing with IRL, Tenkaichi Tag Team could have been a really fun game, but it ended up just being, oh, no one else is playing. Guess I'll just try to do all the challenge modes myself. Which is kind of hard to do because the AI likes to get a little bullshit at the higher difficulties. Like, they want you to have that second player. I remember I would pick characters like Frieza just because anytime I felt like I had the need, oh god, I'm starting to run low on health, I'll just transform into the next stage, that's Frieza's next stage, and get an extra bar of health back. Oh, by the way, do you know there's actually a drastic difference between collector's value for Budokai 3 depending on if you wanted to get the original or PlayStation hits for it?
Really?
Yeah. See, there is an alternate artwork for the greatest hits version, because the greatest hits version of the game actually has the Japanese artwork on the box rather than the West artwork on the box. On top of that, the greatest hits version also allows you to use the audio from the Japanese version of the game, not just the English version. So you can switch to Japanese on that one. I think that was the first time they really let you do that. So, literally, the greatest hits version is the superior version. Oh, there's Dynasty Warriors Strike Force for the PSP for $34.95. Alright, I made my decision. I decided to get the Shin Budokai games and the Tenkaichi Tag Team for just $40 with $3 shipping. Or not shipping, tax.
Nice.
Also getting a recommendation for Star Ocean 1 and 2 on PSP. Is $30 a good price for those games?
I don't know. I am not really a big fan of Star Ocean. You might want to ask Kagado. I know he is.
Ooh, this is a pretty good bundle. If I didn't already have these games, I would probably get it. All 4 of the Monster Hunter portable games on PSP for Japan are going for $35. That's actually not a bad deal.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got Portable 1, which is basically a port of Monster Hunter G to the PSP. Portable 2 was the first game in the second generation of Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter Portable 2nd G was the G-Rank expansion, which basically had the base game plus the expansion in it, so if you didn't already have Portable 2nd, you might as well just get G, but for collector's value of being able to play the original version of the game, it's pretty nice. And then Monster Hunter Portable Third, a Japanese exclusive title, which, before Monster Hunter World, despite being a Japanese exclusive title, was one of the best-selling Monster Hunter games ever until World, selling over 5 million copies.
Huh.
Yeah, for a Japanese exclusive game, that's nuts.
I wonder, can you find any, like, how much is, like, I wonder if you can find any copies of the game Sword of Etheria around. Like, cause that game, I don't remember too much, but it was just like, I remember there was a song that was featured in a DDR game. I looked it up and it was just like, this is a game I looked at, I was like, you know what, I kind of want to play this. And then, all of a sudden, just like, for whatever reason, the copies became harder to find than, I don't know, fucking E.T.
It's a Japanese exclusive title, right?
No, it was, yeah, I think it was a Europe exclusive. It was Japanese and Europe, specifically.
Okay. Top of the list, we've got the Japanese version are going for $32.99, $25.99, and $37.42.
Huh.
The PAL version is $142.71 with $22.97 shipping from Australia. And for some strange reason, a part of my search results also is a He-Man tank top. Just has a tank top with He-Man saying, "I have the power." Also, results matching fewer words, Sword of Light and Shadow, Borderless Double Masters Mint. I'm assuming that's some sort of card game. There's also a Magic the Gathering card, I believe. Sword of Hearth and Home. Yeah, for some reason, a lot of Magic the Gathering cards. And Sword Art Online cards. And Conan the Barbarian comic. What the hell is all this? I guess there's a very limited amount of the game you're looking for on eBay right now.
Yeah. I tried emulating it at one point, but I remember, like, it was just... My computer is not built for gaming, so I remember it playing like absolute crap. But I know, like, it had some pretty, like, interesting, like, voice casting back in the day. Like, I remember, I think they got Johnny on Bosch to voice the main character.
Oh, by the way, did you know there's a Japanese version of The Simpsons Hit and Run?
I believe it.
Yeah.
I wonder if I wonder if that's what made Fox. I wonder if that's what made Sega sue Fox over it.
It's going for $98.16 plus $20 shipping.
Jeez. Is that American or Japanese?
That's the Japanese version for the Xbox edition.
Yeah, but how much currency? Like, is that like US dollars or is that
That's
Japanese?
US dollars.
Oh, okay, that's a major difference.
Yeah. Also, you remember how you could go to GameStop back in the day during like the DS era and you could get mystery gift Pokemon?
Yeah.
You know how like it was basically just a DS cartridge that had the mystery gift that you plugged into, like they would plug into a DS in the store and it would just wirelessly transmit the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I remember that.
Or the mystery gift thing. Well, some of the cartridges never got returned to Nintendo. And they're on eBay.
Wow.
There's one for the Meloetta event from Black and White.
Oh, wow.
That cartridge right now is sitting at $249.
Wow, holy shit.
Yeah. Like, just that one little card. It's a rare find, so I understand why it's so pricey, but damn.
Alright. Oh, I lost track of time. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it for today. Give me a sec. Yeah, but I got a lot of work done on the character. Like, it's literally just all I need to do is add in the coloring, and I'm pretty much done.
Yeah, it's looking really good so far.
Yeah. Alright. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for joining me, man.
No problem. Alright, what was it? Was it tomorrow that we were gonna try to meet up to play Master Duel?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm free tomorrow at any time, though.
Alright. Yeah, I don't have anything major planned. I'll probably just be working on stuff in the guest room upstairs.
Okay.
The family wants to turn the guest room because like they've come to the realization that they've had a guest room for a long time, but how often do we invite guests? And we're all kind of in that agreement of, I'm in my 30s, I'm in like the worst physical shape of my life. My parents are age, and they need to just get in shape in general.
Yeah.
So we were all kind of wanting to motivate each other. So I'm kind of cleaning out that guest room to turn it into the workout room.
Okay. Alright. Alright. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, then.
Alright, see you tomorrow.
Alright, but yeah, that's gonna do it. I don't really think this is gonna be a piece that's gonna take me, like, until next week and everything, so, should probably get rid of those. There we go. But yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a piece that takes me next week. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be finishing it either tonight or tomorrow. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for joining me, and, yeah, be on the lookout for this whole artwork when I post it on social media and everything, and, yeah, just thank you all so much for joining me. If you feel free to subscribe. I got Twitter, I got Instagram. This is all going on my, portfolio on Artstation. Feel free to check that out, and, yeah, I don't know whether or not tomorrow is the case, but definitely Thursday I'm going to be streaming it on Twitch again. So, yeah, feel free to come on down and check it out. Other than that, yeah, pretty much. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you all next time.